Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This will be part two on the 2001 F-150 Lightning. This is an SVT F-150, the Lightning, the Heritage. They have sometimes this cluster. Well, the customer concern on his vehicle was no start, right? So the PATS, which is the anti-theft or not anti-theft, immobilizer system for these Fords is built into the instrument cluster. So if the instrument cluster for any reason cannot communicate with the PCM, the car will not start because it has to talk to allow the vehicle or enable the vehicle to start. And that means enable injectors and coils, right? Or injectors. I will have to read more of the data, but the car will not start, right? So his concern was, okay, Mike, I have everything connected, but only dashes on the instrument cluster. So I did the test, and for those that haven't seen the video, just look for that one. That was I think like 6, 7 days ago. And as you can see right there, that was his concern, same dashboard. So I show on the first video somebody attempt or did a repair previously on this instrument cluster and left, a lot of flaws and it wasn't a proper repair, let's say. So I corrected all that, reconnected the instrument cluster and it still dashes. So I said we got a problem in here because I mean it's 2001. It's very hard to get components for these clusters. So I had already run into this in the past, so I placed an order probably 6 months ago and I was not expecting to even get the parts because I mean it took forever, but by out of the blue, parts showed up. So right now I got plenty of parts to repair these clusters that I was not expecting to have because they're now obsolete, they're no longer available. And that was the thing. It's not that they hold me or it was let's say a scam or nothing like that. No, sometimes they will not send you the components until they become available, if they ever become available, right? And in this case, I was lucky enough. I put an order for probably 500 components, and they all showed up. So I called immediately Anthony and I said, Anthony, I can now fully repair your cluster. He's like, please, Mike, go ahead because my cluster has lower than 74,000 miles or 74,000 miles, and I don't, we cannot get another cluster, maybe in eBay, 200,000 miles or so. It was one with low mileage around his mileage, and it was sold, and then it's showing a new one, like supposedly new one, for $2,500. I'm like, wow, that is a lot of money. I mean, not even new were that expensive, but yeah, people is gouging or taking advantage because they're no longer available, right? So, but yeah, good news for Anthony. I was able to repair your instrument cluster 100%. So let's power up because in this case, all I need to do is make sure that we can recognize the keys in the actual um, instrument cluster shows the mileage. So let me power this up and let's see. Okay, perfect. We can see the theft or anti-theft flag goes away. That's the immobilizer, 74,157. So Anthony, you were right. Very low mileage cluster. I always recommend to a person that is going to send things to repair, please read the reviews, make sure that you are in good hands. I try to show everything that I do. Obviously, I keep my secrets here and there because, I don't want the competition to pick up my brand and then kill me, right? Because I'm a small business. If I start sharing everything that I can, bigger companies are going to take advantage of that and then I will disappear. So please make sure that you understand that. But yeah, Anthony, your instrument cluster, everything is working good. Let me switch off again and switch over to the other key. So let's remove this one that was there, and let's use the other key to make sure that both keys are working good. I mean, these are uh, from him, right? So let me power this up again. Test light should go off, and mileage, everything is good. So both keys are being recognized. It's not a problem. The vehicle will start and run everything perfect. So yes, we have absolutely no more issues in here. And yes, let me also show, I'm going to turn this off because I have to flip over the instrument cluster. So bear me with one second. When I disconnected the cluster to show a little bit of what has been done here. This area, these areas where whoever was working on this cluster got a lot of parts out. So I replaced all the drivers. You will see if you go and visit that video, the first video, how this was all crooked and filled with like corrosion. I also showed the connectors from the other side, really, really, really bad. And let me just show you on that video because I did show that in here. So if we go there, you can see what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a little hard to see from a video to a video, but all this was left like twisted and I mean corrosion from the flux everywhere, just to show a little bit. And then again, corrosion on the connections. And this is when you use low quality solder or you don't clean the flux. And also when you don't remove the flux. I have a desoldering gun. When I'm going to solder a connector, I remove all the solder from there and apply a new one. So there is no corrosion left, no old materials left. Everything is nice and clean, and then I use the flux remover cleaner, clean everything really good, so you will never even notice that anyone was in your instrument cluster or in your computer, because I try to be as professional as possible. And let me just show, let me see if I can turn this camera on and put the video just to show you a little bit of how that looks after me being there. I didn't take pictures of the other side. Let me see. Gotta get this into focus. Let me put this into full screen. I'm just working in there, but so you can see the quality of the solder and the cleanness. I mean, uh, realistically, I don't care who comes in here. It can be even the dealer or four will come and say, yeah, well, yeah, all this is original. Nobody has ever been here. That's it, because it's everything nice and clean. It's like no sign. You can even get a microscope and you will not even notice what components were replaced because all look like original. And this is my work. I'm very proud of what I do. I'm also very concerned on people spending money, because money is not just money, it's minutes of your life as a person that you transfer to a dollar amount or to any currency you use for to use for something else. But yes, you work hard for that, and I respect that, and I'm very careful of what I do to try to give my best, so what I do lasts for a long time. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Anthony, thank you so much for allowing me to repair your instrument cluster. I know that you're going to be happy again using your instrument cluster, and everything is going to be very good. All right, guys, see you next time. Talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.